Give me a countdown. Good evening, everybody in Labrador West, Canada, and the world. Welcome to CQTV Live Update. Something new we're trying this year. So we're going to bring you all the highlights of today, some of the interesting points and key points that have come up over the first 24 hours of the race. So overnight, teams into Checkpoint 1, Churchill Falls. The first team out of Checkpoint 1 was Team 22, and I believe that's Team Main. Rough going for the riders, as you've seen. Anybody that has been watching, for those that haven't, there's 3 scratches. We got Team 35, Nal Cotier, they're out for mechanical. Team 72, Makovic, out for medical. Team 18, Team Yamikat, is also out for mechanical. Sorry guys, great try, good work. We're all behind you. Come back and we'll give you a big community hug and make it all go away. A cluster of about 19 teams, if anybody was watching last night. These guys, and this is, a lot of these guys have been in this country a lot, but these guys have got stuck into thick snow in the valley. There are some pictures coming on daily, so we'll try to get some of those to you guys. Team 99, Malik, was first into Checkpoint 2, Goose Bay. Anybody who's watching that, these guys took a little bit different route from everyone else. So they were the first team into Checkpoint 2 at Goose Bay at 13:49, followed by teams 22, 44, 59, and 3. So the 22 and 44 are the main teams, Capital Crane, Team Main, and Team Main. 59 is the team from Nain, and team number 3 is Where's Bo Cycle. So far that's what's happening. As well as those first 5 teams, at the point of the show, we had about 15 teams in, and there was another 4, I think, getting close. An update, we were hoping to have Glenn Emberley here. There has been a little bit of a change to the race, and this is what we'll bring you every evening, is the fact that things change. Sometimes we, the officials and Cain's Quest board had to change it. It's for the safety of the riders. It's for the safety of the people at checkpoints, because last night they even had trouble, the workers had trouble getting to the checkpoint. Due to that, Checkpoint 3 is eliminated, and that's Nipashish. Did I get that pronounced right? Somebody give me a nod? Cool. So that has been eliminated, and here's the press release from the board. Labrador City, Newfoundland, March 5th, 2016. Cain's Quest today announced a change to the 2016 race route that eliminates checkpoint number 3, Nipashish. It's a remote checkpoint located north of Happy Valley Goose Bay. Our checkpoint officials cannot reach Nipashish, as I have said, because of heavy snow drifts and slob, said Glenn Emberley, who's the chair of Cain's Quest. And we were hoping to have him, but they're busy in meetings right now. And they were trying for 2 days to get into that checkpoint. So unfortunately, we're going to bypass Nipashish, and they're going to continue on to the next checkpoint. The route to Postville is entirely up to the racers, is what the board has decided. And checkpoint volunteers will be located at the head of Grand Lake at the mouth of Nescopia River, should support be required. Suggested route coordinates will be provided to racers at checkpoint in Happy Valley Goose Bay, should they wish to use them, said Glenn. And of course, if they choose, they can just go on their own route. For more information on Cain's Quest, visit cainsquest.com. Follow us on Twitter at Cain's Quest, use CK2016, or join the conversation on our Cain's Quest Facebook page. Cain's Quest is the world's toughest and longest snowmobile endurance race. It's an incredible off-trail racing adventure, riding adventure, where teams of 2 battle in an all-out race through, as we've seen, 3,500 kilometers of deep snow and thick wooded areas in some of the most remote parts of Labrador. This race is managed by Cain's Quest Incorporated, volunteer run, we should point out, non-profit organization. I think we're going to do now, so one of the scratches last night, Team 18, just to put it into perspective, guys, these guys ended up submerged in a river. Now, for most people, that's when you pack your stuff up, get in your truck, and go home. Actually, I'm going to tell you, Glenn Emberley just walked in, so we're going to bring him in just to have a little conversation. Although I've told you, I just want to get some more official statement from Glenn. Good. So welcome, Glenn. And we gave him a little précis of what you guys went through last night, but I'd rather it come from you because you're more in the know about what's going on. Can you just let people know about the race change and how that decision probably came about?
Okay, so just to clarify, checkpoint 3 Nipisshish was, there was a decision made today, early today, to remove checkpoint 3. The thinking behind that was we were trying to send in our checkpoint support teams for the last 2 days. They've been struggling to get through the harsh conditions. The racers will all tell you that they certainly struggled last night.
For sure.
Just to get to Churchill and then on to Goose Bay. So we're seeing the same conditions in and around Nipisshish, and without the ability to get our support teams in there, we decided to take out the checkpoint.
You know, that's the kind of race it is that even the volunteers have to be ready to roll in this kind of circumstance. So based on that, what's the outcome from here?
So what that means is teams will actually have a little more flexibility. Rather than having to go through Nipisshish, they're going to get the opportunity to take any course they choose to go from Happy Valley Goose Bay and to make their way to Postville.
Awesome, perfect. So any other decisions right now or anything that we should know about the race, or is it just for now everything is moving along?
Yeah, no, things are moving along. Most teams are into Goose Bay now, so they've got their 10-hour layout to go through. And then it's, I'm sure part of their layover time right now is going to be rethinking their strategy a little bit around, are there any opportunities now for a more strategic, maybe faster route into Postville? And once they've done that, they're going to get some much needed rest, and then they're back at it again.
Awesome, perfect. Thank you very much, Glenn.
Thank you.
Okay, something we're going to try this year, and this is to reward some of our viewers. We have a Cain's Quest contest. So what we'll do is we'll ask a question each night on this update. The first person to inbox Cain's Quest, and you'll know it, it's the one with this Nook Shook on there, and so note this page. So the first person to inbox this page with the correct answer will win some Cain's Quest swag. And check it out, cainsquest.com. If you want to look cool like me, drop into White Wolf, drop into the headquarters there for Cain's Quest, and they'll hook you up. So we're going to roll now like a, oh, sorry, question 1, thank you. My heart and soul is out here, keep me straight. Question 1 is, who was the mastermind behind the first Cain's Quest? So inbox Cain's Quest, and the first person in the inbox in Cain's Quest will receive some swag. So as I was saying, Team 18, unfortunately, along with 36 and 72, have had to scratch. I had a chance, and actually, let me point this out, that I was trying to get as many interviews with the racers as I could. These guys are busy. By the time this last week comes in, so some guys managed an interview. We have a Team 18 interview that rolled that we did before the race, just to show you how much they put into this and what kind of race this is. We'll give you a little show of that. Good evening, Cain's Quest. I'm here at the garage of Team 18, Jerry Puckner and Jimmy McDonald. Let's go have a look and see if we can see their sleds.
Oh, Jimmy, cover up, cover up.
Oh yeah, boss, you're gonna come in and have a look at your sleds there. Is that okay?
No,
That's for Cain's Quest.
Not going out.
No. Oh, come on now, guys.
No.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Cain's Quest. Sean Murphy, Cain's Quest 2016 here with Team 18. Yami Cat. Now, I don't know. Rumors out there. Not sure where the name came from. I heard there's a cross between two beasts, a Yami, which nobody can really confirm what it is, and a cat. which people used to call a bobcat, and this is the Yammy cat. The only two Yammy cats I know are sitting right here. Team 18, Jerry Puckner, Jimmy McDonald. Guys, how you doing this evening?
Not bad, not bad.
Did you lose a bet?
No, we might have lost a couple brain cells along the way to sign up for this, but other than that, I think we're half normal.
So, you guys decided to do this when?
It's Jimmy's first time. We decided pretty much, we've been trying now for a few years to get Jimmy on the go too. He was always on our support team, but at the end of the last race there, we decided it's Jimmy's turn. We all started back. First day we came home from last race, I think.
Nice. And the preparations probably took up till now.
Preparation started way before we had actually do it, really. But, we spring ordered the two Yammy cats, the crossbreds there, and picked them up in October, and been apart ever since then, till up to last week, really.
Nice. Work on it. Now, Jimmy, having been part of the support team for a while, didn't you know what you were getting yourself into?
Yeah, and yeah, it's craziness for sure, but looking forward to it. And there, last week when we were sitting down with Charlie and over at Burke's there doing our mapping and that, and he pulled it all up on the big screen and putting our route in, going through it, kilometer by kilometer pretty much, and never slept much that night.
No.
But you got to really look at it like that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Big endurance for sure to do that race.
Yeah, so lots of time, energy, and we talk about the time and energy that's spent just prepping for the race. You know, this is not just you go over to the local snowmobile shop and pick up a couple of sleds and go race this. This is not for the faint of heart. Jerry, you've been there. Tell us a little bit about it.
I must say, over the years, I learned a lot, like where we got weak spots, where snowmobiles got weak spots, where they got strong spots, gas consumption, and so on and so forth. There's just so many things to snowmobile and snowmobiles.
Yeah, for sure.
If you look at these machines now, they look pretty much stock, right? But if you would take it apart now, and I'd show you what we've done to them, it's great.
Let's show everybody.
Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
We might run out of film.
And that's nice. So there's a lot of dollars invested. So where's the thrill come from? What is it that gets you coming back year after year and suck your friends into it too?
That's I think ever since I was a kid, I was a sucker for punishment. Like I think even my mom said there's a fine line between tough and stupid, right? So I got one foot on each side there, and
Yeah.
Jimmy, I think he's the same way because been following us now for that many years. So obviously, it's either he's tough or stupid or both. So I'm not sure. He'd have to have the answer.
Yeah. And I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
But fun, yeah.
Lots of kilometers, boys. This is harsh terrain, horrible weather.
Yeah, that the weather, we were worried about. We're running 153s with a 3-inch track there, but we were kind of concerned there even up to a few weeks ago, right? We
For the
were
Labrador?
wondering, change the track, not change it, and back and forth, and then we were worried about speed. If
60 centimeters of snow later, lead 3-inch track.
yeah, we were worried about speed because we got no snow, so we're probably going to end up with flat legs. We'll get more speed and stuff like that, but that threw us a wrench anyway, and I'm lucky we never changed the tracks and we stuck with our plan, and hopefully we stick with our plan now when it comes back home.
So you know, this is a long time. This is not just the week away from your family, the week of the race. I'm sure. You know, like, is it after the race you come home and your dog growls at you? Is it like that? Like a lot of time away from your families?
We're going to lose a couple of pounds, and now the family, I hope it's not going to disown me, but they almost disowned us now. It's the two of us are spending more time than any couple here now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's why we had to put their name on the side of the scooter.
So we won't forget them when we're
For
gone,
sure.
right?
And because they are part of your support team.
Without that backbone, we'd never do it, right? It's big hats off to our families, friends, sponsors is a huge thing, right?
Yeah, and
We
so
never do.
who are some of the people that are helping you guys out this year?
We have a lot of really good sponsors this year. Yamaha Canada, Hewitt Tobacco, K&H, and right down like a large R&B equipment. Just to
Charlie
name
Lake,
off.
Team H,
It's
heavy
crazy,
equipment.
right?
Yeah.
Dolphins,
So, like,
goes on.
you know, without the racers, there's no race, and we appreciate you guys doing this. But without the sponsorship, this becomes a quite a mountain to climb, doesn't it?
This the dollar value is no doubt. There's where do you stop, right? You need right off the bat. You need a reliable snowmobile. You need suspension is a big thing, and suspension don't come cheap either, right? And it's just unreal stuff you got to go through and think through. And then he thinks you got it right. He takes it for a ride, and you do the dream. It's just a puff, and then you're back to what are we gonna do now, kind of deal, right?
Yeah, for sure. So the sponsorship, huge part of your success, I would imagine.
It is, I must say. It boils right down to Jimmy's son, right?
Yes.
He got this owned for the last couple of months.
Yeah, so he's hanging out with Dad now, and
he still loves Dad, I guess, and we hope he's going to cheer us on.
Homer, tell who's going to win.
so he figures Dad is out and he's going to win, and I'm sure you know that's the family for the week that this is going on. And this is Blake McDonald, Jimmy's son. He's giving the boys a few tips, and probably going to be on one of these 1 year. You going to be in the race, father son perhaps.
Maybe. Turn some more wrenches.
Father son.
Yeah. It's I'm going to say it's not for everybody. Guaranteed. It's either you like it or you don't. There's a lot of fellas tried and did not return. Right?
And it's tough, right?
And there's the only way to figure it out if go ahead and try it.
So it's how much you're willing to put yourself through.
That's the most part of it for myself and speaking for me is how far can you push yourself, right?
Yeah.
How much can you put up before you how much can you put up with before you break, right?
Yeah. And there's no better way to test it out than this race.
This is if anybody wants to try it, this is the place to go.
So over the years, have you met a lot of riders from other places? Do you guys get a chance to socialize at all?
A lot of good friends. We got some coming in now. They're staying with us. Like there's guys from Kovic there, another team. And like I said, we only met once, but it's just like almost like a lifetime bond.
It's a bond, yeah, for sure.
We share the same, I wouldn't even call it hobby, but lifestyle.
Yeah. And you can tell me all what goes on out there in Cain's Quest and what you go through, but I'll never know. But that guy on the other sled knows, and I guess that's kind of what builds those bonds.
You're talking the same language, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That even goes right down to sport team.
Yeah.
Without the sport team, you ain't running the race. It's
not even true.
to barely sleep.
Yeah, they're laughing at you
A
guys.
lot of times when you're like I said, I went sport team with Team 18 for a few years, and they're in there at checkpoint having that. It don't stop for us, because you gotta be prepared to.
That's right. To go
be
when they're
out
ready.
there and be ready to go, and everything's ready to flow, right?
So you joined Cain's Quest for a break.
No, I can't say that.
Dude,
No,
our bodies takes a bit more abuse, but the boys don't sleep much.
no, and I know, and for sure, not downplaying the support team at all.
Yeah.
Definitely a huge part of the success of any team.
Last year we rode into Mary's Harbour there. I ended up having damage on the way to Mary's Harbour. The guys stayed in Port Hope there, which is an hour away to on trail and stuff like that. We pulled in, the boys, they were on the go for, I'm going to say 30 hours maybe. We pulled in,
Wow.
picked up the phone, guys, I need you here now, like, I need parts, right?
Yeah.
And there was no such thing as give me a minute. It was in the truck, and they're there.
Awesome.
It's unreal, right? I
Fantastic.
said they're like they're I don't know what they call it. Your eyes and ears, right?
Is there any way to mentally prepare for this?
I think you got to have a bit of damage before.
I don't
you
know.
can
I went last week and I never slept. Like endless nights, just
Yeah.
with the racer meet, with the meetings with us and another team there, and going over everything. And then you get home, your head's just doing 100 miles an hour, and you're
Yeah.
thinking,
Wait till the night before we leave.
Yeah, but this week it's like,
Yeah.
come on, let's go.
So yeah, tension's building. You're ready to go. You're chomping at the bit.
I go tomorrow.
That's awesome, guys. Anything you'd like to add in? Anything you want to point out to those new riders? Any suggestions or?
New riders like Cain's Quest have been around now for this long. We had a couple broken bones, nothing crazy, but not saying nothing bad can happen. Right? Just stick with your gut feeling. If something thinks there's no ice there, it's probably right.
Yeah, for sure.
Just don't do nothing stupid.
Nice tip there, yeah. And another one, the guy said it's an endurance race.
It is.
And
Don't go like a bat out of hell from the start line. There's a
Stick
lot
with your
of,
plan.
Yeah.
The plan is from the beginning. Stick with it. You got a route. Stick with it.
so you guys you kind of got your huddle down, your game plan ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got everything on the same page there. Now it's just
Keep our bodies together.
Yeah.
pretty much. It's really tough on the body.
It would have to be. You're doing
I got it.
3,500 kilometers in the car is a long trip.
Yeah. I got a good Friday. Jerry got a phone call there. When was that, Buck? Last year there, and he said, I'm up hospital.
Oh,
All planned for the race, everything, you know, all talk. Yeah, 4 broken bones later.
No.
So
that was before we signed up.
but it was a big worry. And now it's healed up and I'm ready to go. I'm a boss.
Yeah, Mr. Jimmy McDonald decided to go trip over his own feet playing hockey and broke 5 bones in his ankle. So
I remember that now.
Yeah.
So you're feeling okay now?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's good.
Didn't
to
hit your head then too?
No.
he hit that.
Boys, all joking aside, I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you from the fans of Cain's Quest, because like I said, without the riders, there's no race. And thank you for all your sponsors. Appreciate your time. And thanks, Blake. We'll see you in a few years.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back, everyone. So that's just to put a little bit of a human side of this, and thank you guys, and we hope to see you again, all 3 teams in 2018 to challenge this monster again. I was telling you earlier that we will be trying to get you some pictures and footage. I never lie. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a little look at some of the footage that's been sent in from from the last 24 hours. What we have a mobile crew out around, and can I say first before we go on that we are having some trouble with our TV feed. You can go online on YouTube at tv.cainsquest.com. We're going to iron these bugs out for tomorrow night, just so that we all know. So please tune in again tomorrow. We're working on it, and we're going to bring you a live show. Streaming live on YouTube, yes. Do we have the pictures? We're going to go on to... So the guys right now are rolling into Happy Valley Goose Bay. Some teams in. A lot of teams have arrived, and there's more coming. Yep. Cool. So here's that have been sent over from the mobile crew. So if you keep on this puts more of a face on you. You have to see the conditions. This is what these guys are going through. There's nothing easy about this, and I'd like to point out a little with the YB tracking. If you're not, it can't be real time. We're talking about 300,000 square kilometers. It's all on. This is all satellite feed. So the tracking site is refreshing about every 10 minutes. So you'll see that. So here's the leaderboard so far. The first people into Goose Bay, Team 1 was 99, the Malek boys, and they put a little maneuver up there if anybody was watching. So they knew what they were doing there. They had something on their mind. Next was Team 22, Team Main at 14:16, so about 2:15 this afternoon. Team 44, Team Main, 2 minutes behind those guys. In 4th place, 4th arriving in Goose Bay was Team Nain, team number 59, at around 14:41. And Team 5, or the 5th team in, was number 3. Where's Bow Cycle? And if you look, then we have to think of this is a days-long competition. and these guys are arriving in Goose Bay minutes from each other. That's pretty phenomenal there, guys. So just to show that even though this is a multiple day race, it's still tight. So thank you for the guys for sending that over from the coast. And these guys are rolling into Goose Bay. Goose Bay is a mandatory layover point. So they will have to spend 10 hours in Goose Bay tonight. The rules there is the skidoos get impounded. They cannot touch them during that 10 hours. Any work that has to be done on them has to be while they're on the racing clock. So everybody's mandatory 10-hour layover, and they'll be proceeding on. Luckily today that the guys are in Happy Valley Goose Bay, because that's our community profile this evening is Happy Valley Goose Bay. And they are proud to be the hub of Labrador with air, road, and sea access. It has a choice location for development with continuous growth and a flourishing tourism industry and numerous major products on the horizon. Happy Valley Goose Bay has a bright future, and we look for many improvements in Goose Bay and surrounding areas. So Happy Valley Goose Bay, thank you very much for your support of Cain's Quest. Thank you for all the volunteers who make these things happen. You see what the riders are going through. You've heard that some of our checkpoint people can't even get to checkpoints. This is what Cain's Quest is. And Cain's Quest doesn't affect just riders and volunteers. It also affects camera crews. So we're working with it, and we'll shake, rattle, and roll like the racers will, and we will continuously get better. Our weather update. I feel like Glenn Tilley. Today, where are we to? So, this is at Wabash Airport. That's here. We're at 17. Clear. Looks like a bit of snow coming Monday. So, for tonight, or for today, where were we to? Monday. Saturday minus 28. That's gone, though. That's what these guys were into last night. Saturday, clear and cold, minus 28. Sunday is going to be sunny and 13. Monday, looks like some snow, minus 5. I'm guessing that's probably flurries, as there's no percentage there. Tuesday, minus 19, 60% chance of precipitation. Wednesday, minus 10. So some really good temperatures you've looked throughout the week for the Labrador City area. In Goose Bay, let's look quick. I'm not going to go through each of these, but we can see that Saturday, today, and tomorrow were clear. So that looks pretty good. Doesn't look like any precipitation on the go for Monday. Mild temperatures, cools down a little bit on Tuesday and clear. And through the week it stays clear. And for anybody outside of Labrador, these are actually some pretty good temperatures for racing in. They don't get too warm, and it's very seasonable. What else do we? So today, after these guys leave the checkpoint after their 10-hour mandatory, they're going to be heading up towards the northern coastal communities. So this is what it's like in Nain. Again, you can see tonight and tomorrow clear. A little bit of snow Monday, it looks like, or possibility of snow. And again, throughout the week up on the north coast, some really good Labrador temperatures. So that's what we're dealing with. And it looks like the winds aren't too major. Although tonight it looks like, if we can see that, the winds are going to be up a bit. So 30 gusting to 50, becoming west 20 this evening. So that shouldn't be too bad on the guys. Minus 34 wind chill, not too serious. I wouldn't want to be standing out in it without any clothes, but that's pretty seasonable as well. And is that all we have for the weather? So what we're going to be trying to do, guys, is show you what they went through, what they're facing, and we can't tell you what everybody's doing. It's 37 teams. They're probably hundreds of kilometers from each other. So we'll try to give you what the pack is anticipating as we move from the leaderboard. That's basically the best we can do there. And, of course, everybody else will follow in line. As you've seen, the times coming in are very close. So that should be suitable for most racers. Okay. Cain's Quest is impossible without sponsorship. And our profile sponsor today is Nunavut government. So the Nunavut government is an Inuit regional government. Although Nunavut remains part of Newfoundland and Labrador, the government has authority over many central governance areas, including health, education, culture, and language, justice, and community matters. At the heart of this governance is the power to make laws. In Nunavut, the Labrador Inuit Constitution is a fundamental law of Labrador Inuit. All other laws made by the Nunavut government will be driven by the principles and guidelines of the Constitution. The Nunavut government is driven by a set of fundamental principles that arise from the Labrador Inuit Constitution. These fundamental principles express their core beliefs in democracy and equality, preservation of their culture and language, pursuit of a healthy society, pursuit of a sustainable economy, preservation of the lands, waters, animals, and plants of their ancestral territory. We thank Nunavut government for being a government level 2 sponsor for Cain's Quest 2016, which helps make this all possible. So that's a big shout out to those guys. So this is our first telecast. We will come to you again tomorrow evening and we'll bring you updates. So again, follow us on Cain's Quest. Check out the tracking. You'll see everybody's commenting. So with so many racers involved. And like our page, share our page. Let's get out to as many. I think last year, and I'm not sure, somebody correct me, I'm just going to try to throw, how many countries roundabout did we have hit last year? Anybody know? Ballpark? For our YouTube? 50. Somewhere around there. So anyway, let's share this out and let's get the readers in so that we can see a lot more exposure to this race. So for myself, if anybody was down to the start last night or saw it on television, you'd have to admit that it was a pretty fantastic production. It was the first time that we tried this last night, and we were hoping to get the product that we got. So I wanted to throw some thanks. This is what went involved. The people were involved. From the Viva group, the ladies who kept me in line, and when I thought I could do my things by myself, they showed me that I couldn't. So thank you very much and keep me in line. So that's the Viva group, Kristen Norman, Kelly Nippert-Broomfield, Janet Bradley, and Sarah Flight, who's who keeps me in line, keeps me straight and narrow and keeps me fed. The wonderful young men from CRS TV. I got to tell you, these guys are doing a bang-up job, and they're trying to bring you a better and better product for CRST every year. So thank you, Mike Derrigan, Robert Burton, Nick Follett, Nick Murray. These guys were handling all the technical parts of it, and thank you very much to Tony Brown and Wayne Rowcliffe. If you have thawed out, but actually I saw Wayne, I said, are you thawed out yet? He said, no, I'm still froze. I said, okay. He said, we're heading to Myron now. So Labrador, we're tough. So thank you to Tony Brown and Wayne Rowcliffe for standing out in that cold on those cameras. The audio was provided by Matt Soper and Brent Collins. And thank you for also Mike Rowcliffe for helping us out all along the way. Additional footage was by Brat Films and the crew there. And you saw those lovely pictures, and you're going to see more of those. It's Danielle Sidolia, Danny Bailey, and Josh Bingle and Paul Reed. Sat phone chopper crew and the sat phone ground crew are included in those guys. Also, we'd like to thank Lindsay and Jacob from CBC for coming and bringing our race to the viewers through CBC. Guys, first time, first show. Don't forget our contest. Somebody come in. I'm talking. This is swag. You could look like as good as me, maybe even. So tune in again tomorrow night. Thank you for your support. The more you support us, the more we can do for you. And keep following us and liking us. Thank you.